Hello everybody and welcome to my next adventure episode of Skyrim 100% completion run. Thank you very much for joining. Hopefully you enjoy this journey, and yeah, to sum it up, we made quite some progression in our last episodes. I think we are in episode 16. And yeah, so far total progression status is 6.12%, and the rest is what you can see here. We have completed around 4.74% of all quests. Yeah, the spells count did not increase. Same applies to the location. Unique gear also not, but like we found again some books. Locations. Perks is of course level dependent. And yeah, the rest you just see. So switching back to the game, we have cleaned up our inventory. I have learned some new alchemy effects. I've like deployed all my ingredients, stuff like that. We have like still a lot of potions with us. Also some jewelry, but overall we have reduced the amount of stuff we are carrying around. So I will, once I have a greater mansion we live in, I would like to place like also all the smithing tools into a specific chest, stuff like this. It will still take some time, and I'm not sure what we will do this time, but we have enough. We have enough quests we could just follow and pursue. All right, this is a stream. This is not a classical let's play, so having said this, I will not comment every second, every move in the game. Instead, I will just like comment as I deem fit. And yeah, enjoy. I just need now to think of what we should do next. Probably we will continue exploring Riften and the surrounding area.
Fear for the boar, eh? I'm a swordman myself.
You must take the lexicon. Free me of my burden. The memories, I cannot stand them. You must take them away, return them to Avonshenzell. You must take the lexicon from me. Please, take it now. You must bring it to Avonshenzell. In the west, return it to them. It must go back.
I just see that the completion list has no Riften docks, which we have just discovered. Yep. Strange. Maybe just comes to Riften.
It is done.
never should have come here. Oh, I yield! I yield!
Oops, forgot to switch back. Wow. I'm surprised and happy that I saved. We need to think of something different here. I know it's a soul stone, so maybe we can just shoot it with our arrow. Good job, Lydia. tree climber. Blue in the face. I just noticed my microphone was a bit turned away from my face, so might be that you did not hear me loud and clear. Sorry for that.
Still here. As you wish, my thing. We heading out? As you command, my Thane.
That's just an orc with a blue paint on his body. Wow. So now I'm interested. What actually did happen here? The tribe demanded that I prove myself as a hunter. They want me to trap some game and return to the stronghold, probably for a celebratory feast. It shouldn't be too hard. I already set up a snare by the water. Now I can just sit back and let the food come to me. Day 2, my snare trap doesn't seem to be working. I tied it to a stick just like they said. Clearly, Lob gave me a flimsy rope. Either that or the stick out here are no good. I don't know how they expect me to hunt with such broken tools. It's only been a few days, but I already feel like giving up. I'm hungry and I've gone through all the bread Atap gave me by Malakat. They really expect me to die out here. The rebels here are too nimble to chase down. I thought I could just grab one if I put some bait in my pocket, but problem is I don't have any bait. I shouldn't have eaten all the carrots in my sack, but I was starving. Malakat's blessing. I am alive. I found the caves of my camp full of strange blue mushrooms, which I immediately ate. I remember Ahab saying something about some mushrooms being poisonous, but I didn't get sick, so what does she know? Anyways, I ended up filling my sack with them. If I come back with a full stomach, maybe I can convince the others we don't need to hunt. I come back to Larur with my sack full of mushrooms, and one by one they spit them out and mocked my hunting skills. If that wasn't humiliating enough, Chief Yamas took a hammer and crushed the sack, then dumped the contents on my head. None of my tribe mates bothered to defend me, they just stood there and laughed. Now my chief says I have to go back out there and catch something with some legs. It's not fair. When the last time he caught anything? Day 8, I'm so hungry, hunting is impossible, maybe I'll just die. That'll teach them to leave me out here alone. That will teach them to leave me out here alone. What? By Malakat, what just happened? I went back to the cave to pick up some more mushrooms when something must have tripped me because I fell into a pit. I yell out for help, but instead of getting rescued, I was quickly surrounded by a horde of green monsters. Goblins, hissing and mashing their teeth. I figured that was it. They were going to eat me, but before I could scream, one of them dropped to his knees and started bowing. The others followed. Could they be goblins? You never see them far north. In any case, they seem to be treating me like a honored guest. Day 11, blessings of Malakat. It turns out they think I'm a god. They don't seem to treat other orcs the same, so it must be the blue stains on my face. I need to thank Yarmars for dumping the sack of my head on my head. I think I'll do that right before I gave my goblin's claw open his face. My army grows by the day. Soon we'll have enough numbers to overrun the stronghold. For now I have them collecting blue mushrooms from Cyrodiil, so I can maintain the ruse probably, although some of them might be staring starting to suspect. The other day I think one of them saw me use a stick to spread blue paint on my back. I need to keep a close eye on him. I figured out who it was that saw me. It's that nasty little runt with the funny looking spear. It seems he's the hunter of the group. He reminds me of every orc back at who laughed in my face. I tried to grab the spear from him, but he must have done something to it because it was too heavy to lift. I don't know if it's Hirisine or Malakat that's protecting him, but he needs to learn that goblins only have one god, the blue god, me. The tunnel the goblins were using to come here from Cyrodiil is collapsed. No matter, my army is nearly big enough to take the stronghold, and once that's done, I can sell Yarma's things for a whole wagon full of paint. Before I do that, I thought I need to make an example of the non-believer. Once he's dealt with, I'll show all the other goblins. Okay, cool story. Basically, this was a very weak orc who was abandoned by his group. He was mocked by his group. He found some goblins. The goblins have mistaken him for a god, and basically, yeah, one of the goblins was suspecting him to be a scammer, a fraud, and this is the goblin. We need to rescue him now. Let's go.
I'm right behind you.
A goblin is considered a pet, not a recruitable follower. Just like the dog.
Still here. You lead, I'll follow.
Okay, so it appears this is the tunnel to Cyrodiil. Not sure why it's not considered as cleared, but who knows. Next, I would like to check out if I could travel to Solitude, and because I'm a member of the Thieves Guild, if I could like pay them to drop their charges against me. If this is not the case, you would just use this perk to spend the perk point into bribery.
My husband and I were just recently married.
Honest pay for honest work.
I'm originally from Cyrodiil, and I left there after I had a fall.
Watch the skies, traveler. By order of the Jarl, stop right there. All right. Just keep your voice down, and don't let me catch you again. Wait, I know you. There's no mistake. You're a wanted man, and it's time to pay for your crimes.
Okay, understand. So I can pay myself out, but
You know what? You're not worth the hassle. Go. Be some other god's problem. Wait. I know you. There's no mistake. You're a wanted man, and it's time to pay for your... Well, your bounty is low.